with another video, sports spectrum here. And I want to talk about the Colorado versus UCF game. What a game it's going to be, in my opinion. Colorado is going to be heading down to UCF. They're already there as we speak. I hope everybody's doing well. I hope all of the Floridians and everybody I'm in North Carolina is okay. I know the storm has come. I know in our neck of the woods, the storm has come and it has gone. The sun came back out and very humid outside, but I just hope that everybody is okay. If there's any power outages, I hope that you get your power back on uh, quickly as possible. On to the game. My analysis and my keys to Colorado winning this game, because I believe they have a chance to win this game. But I have five things that I believe they need to do well in order to do that. So, keys to the game. Number one key is special teams. I really believe when it comes to the special teams, they need to be a lot better than they were against Baylor. Baylor, they were not good. I think that's the worst I've seen the special teams. Special teams actually have been doing pretty decent. When the opponent catches the ball, when they did catch the ball, they were getting down the field. They was getting to those guys quickly, keeping them or preventing them from making these long, long runs. So they're going to have to really sure that up this time and really, either kick it out of the end zone, kick it into the end zone, like deep, where they think twice to even try to run it back. So one of the two, they need to sure that up. They need to sure that up, and I'm pretty sure in practice they talked about that. I'm sure they talked about that all this past week. So special teams come to play. Number two, defense. Be stingy. Defense be stingy. Now the defense has been pretty good. The defense has been pretty good generally in the second half more than the first half. So I believe that if they can just put the two halves together, I believe that's going to make a huge difference. That is going to make a huge difference. They can put it together, both halves. Because I really do believe the defense overall is a lot better than they were last year. I will give them that. I really believe that. So be stingy, be stingy, be stingy. Number three, offensive, establish the run. The offense need to establish the run. Need to establish the run. Offense need to establish the run. Offense. Offense establish the run. So the offense needs to establish a run. I think they did. I was really pleased on what they did against Baylor. If I'm not mistaken, the first series, they just ran the ball. They tried to just run it, establishing that run. I believe they need to come back and do the same thing. They need to do the same thing in this game against UCF and run the ball. Be intentional. Be intentional. The offensive line, which is next, number four, man up. Man up so that we can run the ball. Man up. I mean, beat your man. Have that attitude. I'm not gonna be beat. I'm gonna beat you off the ball. You're not gonna beat me. Offensive line is gonna be very important for the offensive line to really get that push, to really get the blocks, open up the holes for the running backs to get some good opportunity to run in between the tackles and outside on the edges. I mean, the blocking is going to be key, but man, the offensive line need to come with the attitude and just man up. Also with the offensive line, and this is again number five. My fifth point is protect Shador. Everybody in the nation knows how good Shador is. Everybody in the nation knows that Shador is a great passer. He can make plays with his legs. He's not the quickest and fastest quarterback in the nation, but he can be elusive, pretty decently. And that was one of the reasons why he was able to make that play against Baylor. He was able to get buy some time and get a receiver and throw it down the field and make a play. So everybody in the nation, what they're going to try to do, they're going to try to uh, manhandle our line and get to Shador. They're going to try to disrupt Shador as much as possible. So the offensive line, you got a task on your hands. Got to man up in this game, protect Shador, give him some time. We're gonna need to run the ball, be intentional, running the ball. We got to be intentional in running the ball. We got to be intentional. We can't put it all on Shador. We know Shador he's a phenomenal quarterback, no doubt about it. Nothing taking nothing away from him, but we got to mix it up. We got to mix it up. We got to. Let me go ahead and put that right here. Uh, Mix it up. The offense got to mix it up. You know, run the ball, pass the ball, run the ball. I'm not saying it's gonna be 40 rushing and all that. Not saying that necessarily, because I think the last game against Baylor, I think we rushed about 17 times, or almost 20 times, which is really the most I've ever seen. I mean, I could be wrong, but that's the most I've seen CU rush the ball. And that's the best I've seen you see rush the ball. So we got Dalen back. And so I'm sure they're gonna try to get him some touches, and Welch and the other guy. They probably can have about three different backs to kind of rotate around, but I believe that's going to be key. If we can run the ball, if we can disrupt their run, got to disrupt the run. The defense. Let me put it right here. Defense. I'm gonna put disrupt. UCF's rushing. Gonna have to, because they have one of the best rushing attacks in the nation. Against TCU, they rushed the ball for about 258 yards to TCU's about 80 something yards. So what they're going to try to do is they're going to try to establish their rushing game. And if they do that, it could be a long day for CU. Now everybody knows that our bread and butter, or our most strength in offense, is our passing, because we have phenomenal receivers. Travis, um, um, LeJontay. We have Horn, and we got the other guy. He actually had that really important touchdown. But so we have formidable receivers and everything, but we're gonna have to be able to rush the ball as well, and then we're gonna have to disrupt their rushing, because they're gonna try to run the ball down CU's throat. They're gonna try to run it so that they can chew up time, because they had their possession of time versus TCU was a lot more. They chewed up the clock more than TCU did. So they're going to try to control the game based off of their rushing, because they are a good rushing team. So if we can disrupt the rushing game, then that's going to that may discourage them a little bit. And then they probably have to try to see if they can throw, and they got a quarterback that can run the ball a little bit. He doesn't look to really run the ball, but he can throw. He can, get the ball down the field. So, the defense is just going to have to be sharp on both ends. They're going to have to be sharp on the rushing. They're going to have to be sharp when they're passing it. They're going to have to be sharp if the quarterback decides to try to run the ball. So this is going to be a tough game. It's going to be at their home, but this is not Colorado's first home game. I mean, first road game. So they shouldn't be flustered by that. They've been on the road. It's probably, if I'm not mistaken, the third road game this season so far. So it's nothing new. They just have to come ready to play first half and second half. And I believe if both offense and defense they play complementary football, when the defense get them off the field, the offense can get on the field and stay on the field, move the chains, get in the end zone. They can win this game, no doubt about it. Now people they got UCF. They're favoring UCF by a couple of touchdowns or somewhere in there that realm. I think it's a bit much, but they're favoring UCF to win. But I'm gonna pick the Colorado Buffaloes to go down there and come out with the dub. I'm picking them to come out with the dub. Put in the comments what you think. What you think the keys of the game for them to win? For all the CU fans, what do you think? Like this. Put a like if you like the video. Subscribe, like, comment. But this has been and Sports Spectrum here. Colorado versus UCF analysis and prediction. Thanks for watching. Go Buffs.